Bougie Farmer and Master Builder. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to my garden. I just wanted to give an update on what's going on in the garden for the spring. My chicken is making a ton of noise. I have no idea what she's up to. But I want to give an update on what's going on in the garden and the homestead. So let's take a walk with me. So here we have my seedlings and my things that need shade. So this is my shade area that I keep things that I don't need to have direct sunlight under. And those are definitely my seedlings. We have our bay leaf over here that survived the winter. I'm really excited about that. That it survived. Then all my seedlings. So I have tons of tomatoes. It's time for me to make a salad, as you can see. Some of the seedlings I am going to be keeping. Some I'm going to sell, and some I'm giving away. So that's my grow bags. My collard greens are about ready to bolt. So I'm going to let them bolt and then collect the seeds. So they did good this fall. I had a lot of harvest, and I do have some that I just harvested that I cooked up and I need to can. So I'm going to can those this week. And I have my garlic. I just put some potash in the garlic. It's looking, I don't know if I should be doing potash yet or should I be giving it more fish emulsion. I don't know. So this is my first year growing garlic like this. So, and then my carrots. So these were the first carrots that I put in, and then I saw that we had all this space, so I put some more seeds in. But it looks like a potato is in there. I think that's a potato. But we'll see what happens. I'm gonna thin these out shortly. I wish that they would have come over here. I don't know why they avoid the middle, but we'll thin them out. And I have some lemongrass growing. This is a Rose of Sharon. This is my third year maybe having this, and maybe it's my second year. I can't remember. Either way, I'm going to be gifting that as well. If I do a plant swap or go to a plant swap, I'm taking one of those with me. Then this is my tomatoes. So the back row is all tomatoes. Last year I did not have enough tomatoes, so we only had like maybe 10 cans of tomatoes that I was able to can up. This year my goal is to have 100 cans of tomatoes to can up. So we'll see if I make my goal, but I am definitely doing a lot of tomatoes. So some of those are going to be succession planted. I'm just going to keep up potting them. Some of these I'm going to be taking the stems off, the ones that I don't have extra plants of, and potting those so that I can continue to have tomatoes all year. Well, not all year, through the growing season, and then have them for the winter. So we have Roma, Amish paste. This spot is being saved for Homestead, San Marzino, and Purple Cherokee. And I also have another one, Black Creme, I think it is, a Purple Creme. It's coming out here too. So that's growing in the house. It's a seedling growing in the house. And then I have my second row is all my peppers. We got the purple beauty pepper. We have sweet peppers, spicy pepper. The spicy pepper is going to be a surprise, whether it's the black one or that crystal one. So when it starts to fruit, we'll know which one it is. And then the bell peppers. The front row is going to be all the viney stuff. So I have my pumpkin, baby bear pumpkin, my crimson sweet watermelon, black diamond watermelon, and then I have some sugar babies there as well. Over here we have some cantaloupe. I am going to be thinning out the cantaloupe. I do not want this many cantaloupe, so we will definitely be thinning those out. Here are my rose bushes. These are my flowers over here. So I do have some marigolds coming up here. So I keep my marigolds around here. Those are also supposed to deter plants. I did plant some nasturtiums, but they didn't make it. So I don't know. I'll try again if I see them at the store. I'll get some starts at the store, at the nursery. And then this is my marketeer. This is sown in the ground, as well as my straight 8. This is my daughter's cucumber. It's a bush cucumber. She started it from seed in the house, and she transplanted it. So this is a transplant. Both of these cucumbers here are transplants. And then I have a lemon cucumber right here that is growing. So all my seeds that I direct sow are slow growing, but it's the season. So when it's time, they'll come up and do what they do. And then all my volunteer basil is in here. So as it grows, I'm going to transplant it to other parts of the garden. I do like to have basil everywhere, as it's supposed to keep pests away. And I do have some basil that I already planted because I didn't know these were going to come up there. But I want to share with you that I found, oh, you are starting to trellis on here. Well, that is fine. You do what you do. I have grapes already starting. I'm so excited about the grapes. And I have a bunch of batches. I'm not sure what they're called. I have a bunch of them. I have a bunch. I'm gonna go on the other side and show you the rest of them. But yes, I'm so excited about the grapes. This is my first year having grapes. And then my onions. Don't know if I mentioned the onions. Here are my onions. So today, what I plan to do is make some space around the onion bottom so that it can bulb out. And I did put some potash over here. Tomorrow I'm gonna put some bone meal. But this is going to allow the onion to bulb. So some of them are ready. Some of them are real tiny. Oh, you don't look like a friendly bug. What are you? I don't know what you are. I don't know. You're green. I don't know. I don't know if you're friendly or not. So some of them don't look like they're ready to bulb yet. I put them all in at the same time, so I don't know. But this is my first year actually growing onions as well. So I did fish fertilizer at my sister's suggestion, and now she's suggested that I put the potash down in the bone meal. So it's time for phosphorus on it. And then I have also have romaine lettuce in there growing, which the onions are keeping the bugs off, because last year I could not have grown it that big. And then this is my cabbage over here. It hasn't started to bulb. Oh, it had a little bulb on it. So that is it's doing well. I'm hoping to get cabbage before it gets too hot. I'm in 8B zone, so it may get too hot for me to have it, but I'm gonna try. And then my spinach. I'm so proud of my spinach. This is my first year actually being able to grow the spinach. Normally it gets to seedling and then it dies. I don't know what I was doing wrong. So I'm gonna harvest this. It's enough for me. I'm gonna make me a little bit of sauteed spinach. So I'm gonna have that for lunch. And then I put garlic here again as a deterrent. I have some senna. Over here's my senna. So I have senna over here that's coming back this year. It's not growing as vigorous as the other side, but this is invasive. I had put what I thought was tarragon over here. It was not tarragon. It had to be mislabeled, but it's just been, I can't get rid of it. I thought I dug up enough of the like this little piece here, a whole piece. So it's crazy. I'm gonna just keep digging it up until it's completely gone. Eventually it'll be gone. So I'm gonna stay on top of that. But I'm super excited about the growth in the garden. I mean, everything is, of course, it's spring, but everything's coming to life. I think I made correct choices about what I companion planted, what I have where. Did I pay attention to spacing guidelines? No, I did not. So things may be planted real close together, but I'm okay with that. that. As long as I can get to my food, it's good. This is my elderberry. I'm hoping that this is turned into berries, but I think they're going to flower. I'm not sure if they berry after they flower. But I'm very excited about my elderberries. I'm excited about everything in the garden, so you're going to hear me say I'm excited multiple times. This is my boysenberry. We should have some berries this year. I see some forming there. And then this is my comfrey. I harvest. You can see from where I harvest. So I harvested here. I need to harvest here, but it started to flower, and I love the flowers. So I'm not going to harvest it right now. I'm going to let the flowers bloom. I'll bring some pollinators over here. Then I'll harvest it. I do feed this to my chickens. I use it also in my salves. It's good for healing cuts and burns and things on top of the skin. So I do use that a lot. It also can help with arthritis and aches and pains in your hands and things like that. So I do make a salve out of it, but I mainly use it for food for my rabbits and for fertilizer. And then I have this is another berry. I think this is a boysenberry as well. And then I have a mystery berry bush here that we will find out what it is hopefully this year. And then my grapevine is just growing. I should cut it, but I'm not. But look at this. Look at my grapes. I am just so happy with my grapes. I have bunches of grapes all over here. So I'm hoping to have a great harvest of grapes because I do enjoy a grape. My blueberry is right here. I don't think we'll get blueberries this year because I put it in this year as a bare root. But if I do, I'll be excited. If I don't, I won't be too sad. I do need to get in here and get this grass that is growing up. But I will get in here and get to weeding soon. I have no idea what this is. I have no idea what that is. But I'm going to let it bloom and see what I get. Even though this looks like a potato? Why does it look like a potato? It could be a potato. I don't know. I don't remember. Why would I plant a potato here? I don't know what it is, but we'll figure it out. And then that's my lavender right there that I'm afraid to move. And my beautiful rose bush. It's doing this thing. I cut it back over this fall, and this is what it's looking like now. I'm getting tons of blooms, tons of blooms. I've already cut some off and put them in the house, and they're just looking beautiful. This is my medicinal garden here. My plantain is growing. I did chop down the big mama, and then we have the two pups growing there. I have senna over here. Now this senna is a lot bigger, so I can harvest some of that for my tea. And my mullein, oh, look how big and beautiful that mullein is. I need to harvest it and dry it out for oh, something's eating my mullein. That's not wind damage. Or is it wind damage? I don't know. I need to harvest my mullein so that I can make a tea. Make a tea for make herbs for the fall when flu season is about. It's supposed to be really good for congestion or loosening mucus. And then I have plantain. That's good for if you get a burn or something or cut. You can put that on there. So it's a good pain reliever. I have fennel over here. I have sorry if I make you guys dizzy. I have my green onions that are flowering. They are so pretty. Like, I've never seen green onions flower. They are so pretty. I have feverfew over here that it looks like it's growing out. Look at this. It's growing out of control. I need to get control of it. I believe that is feverfew. And then my mugwort here, and I have my beans tossed in there. I have red beans, burgundy beans, and pinto beans. And then I have my sage that I rooted there. So spacing, nope, I don't care about spacing. And then I have the garlic here to try and keep the pest away. What else is in here? Oh, my self-heal. Oh, it's getting buried, my self-heal. I'm gonna definitely have to get in here and get some stuff up so that everything can grow and flourish. You know, self-heal needs some sun, and those weeds are covering it up. This is my motherwort. So I've mugwort and motherwort. And then this is my elderberry. Elderberry. Oh my goodness, I am in love with my elderberry. This is my echinacea. I had to move stuff around because this grew crazy. So this is this, I didn't know this motherwort was going to do all of this. I knew it was could be. I knew I had to put it in a pot, and I'm wondering if the mugwort is the same. I might have to train that a little bit, or just trim it down as it grows out of control. But this is my echinacea here. So this is year 3 of echinacea, so I could use the roots, but I'm not taking up my echinacea. Potato row. These are my potatoes here. So I have 2 bags of russet potatoes. These are some potatoes that I got from my sister. They just got planted not too long ago, so they haven't sprouted yet. And that's one from a friend as well. And then there's nothing in this one. My rabbit poop. And then this is my garden, my chaos garden. This is my little bit of everything. This is the memorial garden. So this is the one that last year grew out of control. If you saw any of my videos from last year, I'm going to stay on top of it this year. I do see some grass is growing in here, so I really need to get the girls in here to help me get this under control. But I do have sunflowers planted everywhere. Everywhere there's a sunflower. Sunflowers here. There's daylilies here. I don't know what that's called, but that's supposed to be here. I planted that here intentionally. And then these, I'm not sure what they are, but I didn't plant them, but they're growing here and they look pretty. So I'm going to do some research and see what they are, see if they really have a place in my garden. And then my sage has bloomed. I'm really excited about the bloom on my sage. It's purple, and purple is my favorite color. I have basil over here. We have strawberry back there, and then that is the blue ice cream banana that was in the orchard that outgrew the pot, like busted open my pot. So it would not be contained, so it's in the raised bed. So this is really deep. Our raised bed is really, really deep. So hopefully it grows and has a great time. I left the pups on it, so it has all the reasons to be successful. I do have to get some nutrients over here because I see that it is a little yellow. It should be green. So I'm gonna get some fertilizer over here. And my rose bush, my knockout roses. And the pond, my every year my hibiscus comes back. My dog is chasing chickens. So then, never dull moment. And then my palm. It looks beautiful. I like this. This area right here is just so serene and calming. We did update the waterfall this year. So we took off the waterfall and put a fountain in. I like this a lot better. I feel like it's going to be less maintenance than the waterfall was. We just treated the water again. So you can see the bubbles from the water treatment. And then comfrey's on the back. I have my mint wall. I'm going to change this out. I'm not sure that I want to. I know that I don't want to keep this as a mint wall. Number one, I have to water it way too often. So it requires a lot of maintenance. So I'm going to probably take that down, and I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to put there. And then I have more mint, and I have strawberry and more mint. So this is my orange mint, my strawberry, and my strawberry mint. That's spearmint here, and this is chocolate mint. And these are my honeysuckles. I should have gotten it while my honeysuckles were in bloom, but they're going to come back. I just gave this some more fertilizer as well. To encourage some more blooms. This is my jasmine, so I'm hoping to get jasmine here this summer. More food. I have my kale, so I'm going to fill all this in. I just have not gotten to it yet. I'm not even sure what I had a plan for this garden, and I need to look at my plan on what we were planting here. But I do have my kale, my malabar, my onion there is for companion planting, again, to keep the insects down, the pests down. So far it's working. My kale looks beautiful. It could be that it's still early, but my kale looks beautiful with the onions there. I have the oregano here. I have rosemary here. We'll have basil in here once it grows up on the other side. I'm going to plant it over here. I do have to, again, get in here and weed. I have my long beans. So up the trellis this year is going to be long beans. So it's going to be a purple long bean and then a regular yard bean, a long yard bean. So my dream is to have them dangling through the trellis so I could just pick them off. So that's my hope. We're going to trellis it up. And yeah, it's going to be gorgeous. It's going to be beautiful. Let me get up in here. I have my Mary Washington asparagus here. Some of these are 2 year. This is 2nd year. And some of it is the 1 year. So next year, I should be able to harvest some asparagus. This is a game of patience with asparagus. And then my strawberry. I want to have strawberries all the way through here. I'm going to plant another strawberry here if I can find one at a nursery, get a start. And then plant it there. And then I have one struggling here. So I know I'm not going to get a strawberry from this year, but I will probably get a strawberry from that this year. And I put, if you're asking about the red rocks, I paint red rocks over here so that the birds, it deters the birds. So if I put it down before my strawberries fruit, the birds come down, see the red, peck the red, and they remember that that's not real food, and they go away. So that is my hope, is that the birds stay away from my food. And then I have some turnip tops. I only like the turnip tops, so I grow the tops and I harvest the greens, so turnip greens. And my fennel, I did harvest some fennel. We're going to have some fennel tea. These ladies are loud. She must have just laid an egg because she's still in there. My fennel, we did harvest some fennel. We're going to make some fennel tea, and my daughter did find a recipe for fennel that we're going to use. I'm going to look at some other medicinal things we can do with fennel. And then stevia. This is small. I'm not going to harvest that yet. I may trim some of it back so that it can bush out. But this is my stevia. I put my stevia in my tea. So when I make tea, like lemon balm tea or mint tea, or I'm going to try with the fennel tea, I put the stevia in there instead of sugars. And parsley. So I'm definitely going to fill this one out. If you remember last year, it was overtaken by the watermelon. We're not doing watermelon or anything viney over here other than the pole beans. But they're going to be trellised. So I don't foresee this being overgrown this year, but I do want to fill in my garden as well as having a foot space. So I believe I may leave this part right here as my foot space and then fill it in all over here. Let's look at the homestead and we'll go back to the orchard. My meat chickens. All of my meat chickens. So we have a boatload of meat chickens. The black ones aren't meat chickens. Those are cuckoo Morans. They're just too young to be introduced to the flock yet. So here are my meat chickens. We still have about 4 to 6 weeks left before it's harvest time for the first set, and then the next set will be 8 weeks after, or 8 weeks. So trying to fasten this thing up. So it's coming soon. They grow really fast. I didn't realize how fast they grew. And if you follow me on TikTok, you know that I was starving my poor chickens. I didn't know they needed to have food, access to food all the time. They were bum rushing us at the door whenever we came in. I was trying to feed them 12-12, and they were like clearing their food out. I feed them in the morning around 8. They were done with their food by 10. And I was putting some more down, but not a full batch down. And they were done with that like an hour later. And I was like, goodness gracious. So since we've been keeping the trough full, we haven't had that issue. They haven't been bum rushing us. They look like they're gaining weight pretty steady. Some are bigger than others, but I'm hoping they get up to weight and we can have a good harvest. My chickies. That's my noisy chickie. Let's see who laid egg. Oh, you're still in there. They're like, stop bothering me. So she has all the eggs because there are no eggs in here. So she's laying under all the eggs. And my husband just came out here and got eggs too. So not too long ago, but I heard squawking, so I know they laid the eggs. Noisy for no reason at all, no reason. Here are the meat rabbits. So this is my buck. He's done his job for the summer, so we're not going to breed anymore. So he gets a rest for the rest of the summer until fall hits. So around August, September is when we'll start breeding again. And then these are my grow outs. We were giving a set away, but we didn't have any interest, so they're going to be harvested this week or next week or the weekend. So they will be going, but Fiona in here, she is going to be my next breeder, so I'm keeping her, so she'll have a spot. And then I just bred these two ladies, so we should be having kits in 28 days. We should be having some new kits. I did them back to back, so they should be giving birth really close together. And then they will be done for the summer, because again, I don't breed during the summertime. It's way too hot in Texas for that. And I do compost. So I built this compost. So far I'm liking it. I have to turn it. It doesn't smell. I thought it would smell, but it doesn't smell. It's a hot compost. I do need to get a new thermometer to put in there. But I use my garden thermometer to test it every now and then, and it still is getting hot. I turn it not as often as I should, I know, but I do turn it. I am putting some rabbit poo in there because I've run out of space to dry it out. So I'm going to have to come up with a better way of drying my rabbit poo. And here's the orchard. Oh no, what's going on with you? It's supposed to be rich purple. So this is my plum tree. Looking at this leaf here, it's looking a little sad. It wasn't looking like that the other day. So I'm hoping to have plums this year, hoping to have apples. This is my Red Delicious. That was my Hollywood plum. My Red Delicious, my Macintosh, that I am in a battle. I'm in a battle, guys, for these aphids that are on here. I don't know if you can see them. There are aphids on here. So I did DE, I did BT. I'm sorry, I lied. I did not do BT. I did DE, I did soap and water and neem oil. So my next step is to go ahead and get the tape and just take them off with the tape. I'm gonna have to get on a ladder because I do see some eggs up there at the top. So I'll have to get the ladder, but tape it is. So I'm gonna get the tape and get them off of here, because no, you don't get to have my apple tree. No, not at all. And then my pomegranate. Super excited to have pomegranates this year. We should get some pomegranates this year. But my lemon tree, my lemon from seed is struggling. I've given it nutrients. I've given it fertilizer. I'm not sure what it needs. So I don't know. But I am going to move it to a place where I don't have to water it every day, that the sprinkler systems water it. So I'm going to move it over here where I have my sprinklers going, because it used to be for this plant. The banana used to be over here. So I'm definitely going to be doing that so it can get watered by itself. And I have a strawberry here. So I didn't think about that. I could put this strawberry over there. But it's growing so happy right here. I don't want to move it. And I believe we should be almost harvesting. Yep, we do have a strawberry to harvest. Maybe another day. Maybe another day. And then there's another strawberry. There's some teeny strawberries. And my lemon balm I'm going to harvest. It's time for some tea. I still have to put some of my seedlings up, my starters up. So these are the starters I got from the nursery. The thyme is going to go in these hanging baskets around here. And then my collards, I'm going to probably put them in that container once I take those other collards out. I have a cucumber. I have a cucumber in here. I don't know what's going to happen to that. I may separate those seedlings and take them to the farmer's market or do add a seed swap. And then this is my homestead tomato that I'm waiting to get big enough and healthy enough to go into the ground. And then I have a bean of some sort and some baby dill. So everything is growing. The bell plant, the one that gives the bell-shaped flowers, it survived. We thought that we lost it in the freeze, but it survived. It's doing very well right here. I just gave it some nutrients, so it's starting to green back up. It's looking very pretty. Hoping we should be able to get some flowers this year. So I'm very excited about that. And this is my garden. That back there in the far corner is Danetta. That's my crepe myrtle that my mom gave me. She is doing well. She is bushing out. I like it to be a bush. It's not gonna be a tree. I wanted to say bushy. So as long as it keeps bushing, we'll keep it like this. I know I'm gonna have to cut it down this year to keep it at a certain size, but this is my Danetta bush. She looks beautiful. Beautiful. So I'm very pleased with my garden. The orchard is coming along. The garden is coming along. I don't have any more plans of expansion. I still have a space right here that I can plant more food. So I'm really excited about everything that is happening with my garden, being able to feed my family off of my homestead. Okay, that concludes the tour of my homestead. Thank you all for watching. Like, share, and subscribe.